Welcome bros, Freddy here, your favorite YouTuber. Today is Tuesday and it's time for a review my Loadout episode. This time we are checking out the AUG with a reflex sight foregrip heavy barrel. As a sidearm we are using the 44 Magnum and of course the Medikit. I decided to use this loadout in TDM only because for some reason, and I'm not bashing this loadout because it's not that bad, for some reason it reminds me of Black Ops because on Black Ops I was using the AUG a lot, so I decided to use it on TDM. I personally don't like the AUG, guys. That doesn't mean it's a good weapon, but I personally like the M416 way better than this one. Has 50 more RPM than the AUG, has better recoil than the AUG. But the good thing about the AUG is that the low RPM along with the low vertical recoil, it's good in long range, but it has some ridiculous side-to-side recoil, which I personally don't like. That's why foregrip and heavy barrel is the only combination of attachments you can actually do legit for this gun, because if you don't have the foregrip on, it will kick left and right a lot, and if you don't have the heavy barrel on, it will become inaccurate really fast. Even though along with the heavy barrel and the foregrip, I noticed that in long range and even in medium range when you're shooting in automatic, it became inaccurate really fast. A gun like the M16 wouldn't be so inaccurate in this specific range if it had a foregrip and a heavy barrel on. If you come across a guy that uses the SPAS or uses the M5K, he will fucking obliterate you. You have the advantage of having low RPM and an accurate weapon in close range, so you can spray and pray a lot in close range and even hip fire, because the clip won't go out really fast as an M16's clip. I have a clip in there that you will see. It's great for double kills and triple kills, because having low RPM, it's really good for taking a lot of people, if they're not aware of your existence, taking a lot of people out without even knowing that you're there. I would like to see the holographic side on it though, in order to take those long range kills a little bit easier. The AUG doesn't have that high vertical recoil, so it's really used to burst in long range. As you will see, I took out a couple of snipers while bursting, even though with the reflex sight that doesn't have this really accurate dot. The dot on the reflex sight is pretty fat and you can't see your target in long range. But if you know how to burst, you can take out your target pretty easily, even if you don't have a holographic or a high power scope on it. The bad thing about the AUG along with the foregrip and the heavy barrel is that when you're shooting automatic, more than 10 or 15 bullets, the gun starts to be really inaccurate. So you gotta use it in medium, maybe long range a little bit. It's not the ideal gun. I would prefer the M416, the M16, the L85, the AAK, the F2000 over the AUG. But some people like it, it's just a personal preference there. About the secondary now, the 44 Magnum is a pretty good choice. I used to hate it because it shoots slow, it recoils a lot, it can carry a lot of bullets, it can only carry 6 bullets, and the reload time is pretty ridiculous. But after I started using a controller with trigger stops on it, it literally changed my opinion about the 44 Magnum. Now I can actually kill people pretty easily, I can finish off my target and kill another target too. It has a lot of power, but you need trigger stops on your controller because the distance you need to squeeze the trigger is a lot. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, trigger stops are 2 screws that are located underneath your triggers in order to minimize the distance you need to push the trigger in order to shoot. And they're making your life way easier when you're trying to shoot really fast with a pistol or a semi-automatic sniper rifle or a semi-automatic shotgun. Now for the people that have no clue what I'm talking about, I have actually designed and founded the Thunder Trigger controllers, which are gonna go on sale around September. They will be compatible with Xbox One obviously, as major wells from Microsoft officially announced. Remember to leave a like, guys. Thank you for watching, I'm out.